have pink against yellow again. Thank you very much, players, for doing that. Makes it a lot easier for everybody to watch and see what's going on. And there we go, guys. There we go again. Foggy and the yellow orc player, they are leading 2-0 in this best of 5 grand final. Only one map away from taking the 100 bucks to their account and splitting it 50-50, while the other ones already secured themselves. Like the second place already got 25 euros secured, which is also not that bad. But of course, who wants to get second place if you can get the first one? It will be a tough ride for YoM and Gas to get into that spot again. I have to quickly adjust the team again, because we're gonna have Orc Native against Orc Native. It will be a mirror match again. Gas is changing his race once again. Lost Temple was human. Before that he was Orc, and now he's back to Orc again. So we're gonna have Orc Native mirror. So Gas it is as the pink spawning Orc player. On the other side we have YoM, the pink spawning Native player. Here we have the yellow spawning player Foggy, playing Native of course. And on the other side his teammate, the yellow Orc player. We have the Blade Master coming for him. The barracks is about to be done. We have that aggressive Ancient of War in the main base, of course. Again, here also from YoM. He used that one on Twisted. It was kind of good to some degree. He was like, in the early stages, it was a really cool game. They created this kind of advantage, forced a lot of town portals, put a lot of damage to all these units. But then in the mid game, the advantage was not doing it anymore. I think the Naga was doing way more than the Priestess. I thought the Priestess might be the better hero choice as a second hero, but as it seems, if you don't go into crazy 70-80 supply Dryads with 2 upgrades, the Priestess is pretty much not doing it for you. Like, I don't know, it's not working. Second moon well constructed by Foggy here. First archers on the field. He opens up with one of these beautiful creep spots that you can do. The archer pulling the turtle, he gets himself like level 1.5 with that and a beautiful item, while the demon hunter on the other side is not doing anything like that. He starts with that hunter's hall, will wall his base off with the Ancient of War. So a full wall off, Foggy scouting everything, realizing okay, my opponent will not go for the same creeping, so I need to be fast, I need to hurry up. He picks up the gauntlet +3. The Blade Master from the yellow orc player is trying to go over to the other side and will probably try to snipe something. As we can see it, there's also a building going down here. The Ancient of War, it will be for Foggy, and since this is a full wall off, he will try to get rid of the Ancient of War, and as it seems, if the Demon Hunter is there soon enough, they will be able to do that. Demon Hunter comes back. We have the Blade Master with the Grunt also coming back. No Grunt yet for the yellow orc player, so he skipped the burrow, skipped that Grunt, and now attacks a little bit faster than the other one. Is that Ancient of War actually falling? Demon Hunter has to be careful, can be surrounded. He is surrounded, but the Ancient of War is cancelled. I think he could have taken at least 1 or 2 more hits before he cancelled that one. But wow, the Ancient of War got cancelled and Foggy's Ancient of War is now there. He reproduced the Ancient of War immediately so that his ally cannot go inside his main base to deal with that Ancient of War of Foggy that was created here earlier. So we're gonna have a tech here already. This one is also attacking Foggy. We don't have a tech for YoM yet because he's under a lot of pressure. We have a little bit of a slower tech compared to the yellow orc player for Gas here. So overall, pink team struggling and the solo players striking again with the little bit better superb strategies, but the Ancient of War in the main base here as well for Foggy that he has to deal with at some point with that one archer and the Demon Hunter. That should do it. Blade Master coming to the party, tries to kill the Demon Hunter here, eats another tree to regen up that Ancient of War, but with the Ancient of War both going at it. Can he kill the Demon Hunter here from Foggy? Kinda blocking it with the Demon Hunter of YoM, doing a beautiful job. Gas is also doing it, walling off that base, but there's another entrance that he freed up with the Ancient of War eating the trees. So not everything in that picture worked out all that well. We have a lot of wisps being pulled. So many wisps coming from all directions. Blade Master coming in here to help out. But this one finds himself also in a bad spot. Uses another Windwalk. 9 mana remain. Loses a Grunt as well. Yes, the Grunt goes down. Another Grunt is attacked now. Both of the heroes so low. Foggy starts creating a shop here. Blade Master's healing is cancelled by that Grunt and he loses another Grunt. So the yellow orc player heavily suffering here. Kills that one. We see YoM finally stepping his game up together with his mate here. Creating a major threat with that Ancient of War in the main base. Putting so much pressure on Foggy and also the yellow orc player. The shop is cancelled again, so no potions even if he hits tier 2. And now the Wisp are the target of choice. They try to be in the face of Foggy, try to cut some of these units here. And now we're gonna see that the Demon Hunter is walled off there. Foggy walling off his main base with that grunt, keeping the Demon Hunter in position. He cannot get out of there and will be forced to use the Town Portal. No, he lets that one fall. So a level 1 hero dies for the pink team. They are kind of blocked in with that 100, but of course they will open up the base as soon as they decide to leave. 1000 gold for Foggy to spend. We have that Ancient of War of Foggy still in the main base, hitting that Moonwell. Demon Hunter is revived. Tier 2 take finished. This time he also goes into walkers, so no catapults. This time he goes not for catapults, Kodos. We have also the yellow orc player starting with that Shadow Hunter that is about to come out of the altar. And also we see how the pink one is diving into that base, but no Windwalk on the Blade Master. He needs to be careful. If he gets hexed and the yellow Blade Master comes around, he can easily kill that one. Will he be able to kill the Bestiary? There's no Town Portal on the pink orc, so if he's forced in a bad spot, if he loses that hero as well as a few grunts, the Borrow is doing such a wonderful job there. He kills that one. One grunt dies. The second one drops super low at this point. This looks horrible. Is this even worth it? 2 grunts for a Bestiary? Finding yourself in such a good spot, sacrificing 2 of your grunts to kill that Bestiary, I don't like that at all. Not sure if this was worth it. Should have just gone back. And there's no shop. There's no shop for gas, and this is also a huge blow. Because you really need regeneration kicking in. He skilled the healing wave and immediately... No, he didn't skill the healing wave. He skilled the hex and immediately hexed the turtle here to reduce the damage from the camp. What's YoM doing? At some point you have to stop to be aggressive and creep something on your own. But he figures out that being aggressive in the face of your opponent is his kind of style. Naga is a second hero again on the field. Do we have the Priestess coming for YoM? Yes, it is. The Priestess. Not learning his lessons, really preferring and relying on that aura. And while he is creeping that little orange camp, you can see that Foggy as a solo player, he knows, you know what, I got 2 heroes, 2 archers, I can easily get the Ogre Magi and the Sentry Ward, because this is way more important than the close spot to my main base. Kills that one, level 2 for the Demon Hunter. This time he will probably be forced to use the Town Portal. Yes, he gets punished for being there, gets punished for creeping that spot instead of the shop and getting the access. And even the Sentry Ward there in the perfect location. That's such an important one. Ancient of Lore is both done. Droid protection started. On the other side, from all that stress that was there earlier, the Ancient of Lores are of course a little bit later. But that should still be fine for Foggy. The pink Night Elf player always late with that Moonwell here. And he doesn't even have these Moonwell throughout the night so that they can juice up. I think this is a mistake. Every solo player knows about that. Every solo player knows, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get 4 Moonlight through the night so that I'm able to juice them up and can fall back at the day. But yeah, these are 2 and 2 players. This is a different caliber, a different understanding of the game. And another Tomb of Experience for the Yellow Orc player. We've seen that on Twisted Meadows as well. Shadowhunter is level 2.5 already, while the other Shadowhunter is struggling to find level 2 at all. But we have Ensnare, since his Bestiary for gas was earlier and a Hex, and now he's punishing the yellow Orc player, kills 2 grunts here in return. Definitely a good catch here. And gets a healing scroll as well as the Invo Potion, level 2 on the Shadowhunter finally. How is that one-on-one between the Night Elf players going? 100 dies to the creeps, good job there. Definitely not worth it. Demon Hunter level 2.5 and the Dryads are already there, but the Nagar is level 1 and this Demon Hunter is level 2. Can he block that one? Beautiful block coming out of YoM with the Dryad slowing him down, but now we also see the first Dryad and the Archers doing a good job against the Huntresses of YoM. No Staff of Preservation to keep that one alive. Will definitely get the kill on this. Will kill a second Huntress on top of that while he's not losing anything. And as I said, at the Dryad he commits and he goes back in the wrong moment here. Town Portal is triggered. No more Town Portal for Foggy. Yellow Orc player seems to struggle against the pink one because the Bestiary is a little later. So in the end, probably worth it. Worth it to let 2 grunts slip to get the Bestiary. They do not have a dust. They do not have a dust, and we have that yellow Orc player just waiting to steal the item and walk away with at least the experience points. Wand of Mana Stealing was the item that dropped there. This goes to the pink Orc player. But in the end, he gets the experience at least. Almost level 3 for the yellow Orc on his Blade Master. And I'm really not that impressed with YoM's strategy of that Priestess plus the upgrade so far. But he played like so many matches, he should be aware that this works. We also have a 49 supply Orc army without a Kodo Beast. Something that is also not the perfect 50 supply army. Sends out one of the peons to scout. They go for the red spot and they will secure themselves a nice creep spot with a lot of experience, as well as the opportunity for getting a sick aura item. Let's see, endurance aura would be lovely, mana aura would be lovely. What will it be? The Helm of the Veiler, definitely not the best item. The other red spot, completely untouched so far. We have that Orc Knight of Duo going at it. They're already like with their backs behind the wall. It's 2-0 advantage for the yellow team over the pink team, so they definitely need to win that one if they want to stay in here and keep their tournament hopes alive. Blade Master almost level 3. Shadowhunter should get level 3 if the Blade Master is not sticking around for the big turtle, but as it seems he keeps the Blade Master there. Level 3 for him, no level 3 for the Shadow. Ah, it will be level 3 for the Shadowhunter. It is enough. Parry up of Vitality here. He buys another round of healing salves, heals up the Raiders, the Grunts. And if the yellow team gets the second red spot, this is a crucial mistake. 2 upgrades here for the Dryads. They are going for another turtle creep spot or the red spot. No upgrades yet for the yellow team on all of their units. We have no upgrades for the pink Orc, but we have 2 attack upgrades for the pink Night Elf player. So Blade Master idling around with 1 heal scroll equipped. We don't have a Staff of Preservation on the Priestess, so he cannot staff out the Demon Hunter. A big mana potion for the Shadowhunter, that would be a really good item. Trying to give it over to him. Is he? So far he's not doing... Yeah, now he's doing it. Wand of Mana Stealing and Greater Potion of Mana, so such a great item use for him. So many mana. Where's that Kodo Beast? We have a lack of a Kodo Beast there for the pink team. This is not a Kodo Beast. These are Dryads. We don't have a Kodo Beast against a Kodo Beast on the other side. So I think I prefer the position of the yellow guys. We have almost 110 supply here. The fight breaks out. The Raiders in the front line. Peons from both of the Orc players are there. Shadowhunter level 3 gets so much mana. Uses the Wand of Mana Stealing immediately. But as it seems, the unit numbers are dwindling for the pink Orc player. The yellow Orc stands way stronger there. Both Invo Potions triggered on both of the Blade Masters level 3. Going at it. Try to snipe the Raiders of each other. The Raiders numbers are dwindling. But the Demon Hunter there from YoM. What are you doing? What are you doing there in the middle of the army? Being surrounded by the Peon. You eat the Peon so that you open up that space. No, he's surrounded. He uses the heal scroll to keep him alive. Do we have another heal wave? Yes, we do have a couple of heal waves. The surround is opened again, and as it seems, the pink guys are doing it if they are not losing the heroes. Demon Hunter level 3 is dead here. Great job from Gas killing that one. First hero of Foggy is down. Demon Hunter gets himself that Dust of Appearance as well as the Invisibility Potion, but there's the Sentry Ward, so it's completely useless to pick that one up. In the meantime, the fight continues. The Shadowhunter with the big mana potion is really doing the work here for them. Blade Master on the pink side has to be careful as well. There are still a lot of units going at it. The Naga all of a sudden in the middle of that fight needs to relocate, reposition himself. Level 3 now for the Priestess of the Moon for YoM. He's skilling the level 2 aura now. We're gonna have +4 damage on all of these units. 33 supply remain for Foggy. We have 44 supply for YoM. The Dispel on that invisible potion. We have another heal scroll being used by Gas. This was definitely the better pickup. Kodo Beast is still alive, should definitely die here. Finally dead. The yellow Knight of player uses his Blade Master, and they are probably able to take this game while they're killing all of these heroes. The Naga will be the next hero target that they have. The Demon Hunter comes in, probably tries to save that one, gives the Boots of Speed over to the Naga, shifts the focus to the Demon Hunter of YoM. Now he has to be careful, but Spirit Link keeps him alive for now. Demon Hunter diving in deep here from Foggy, while the Naga starts to run away, not able to escape from all the shots. GG! And the solo players not taking this game here after a rock. I like what I see. 2-1 score and hopefully a few more games.